Hello everyone, I am K. Sadashiva. Welcome to my channel KLR Educators. In the previous week, I made an announcement that we are going to launch a new course on world modern history. But due to some technical issues, we were not able to launch that course. But this Sunday, we are going to launch the course and I request everyone to follow these videos as I will cover complete modern Indian history in depth. So let's start with our today's lecture. So in our previous lecture, we discussed the British conquest of Sikh and subsidiary alliance. So today we are going to discuss doctrine of lapse. Doctrine of lapse. Subsidiary alliance and doctrine of lapse were the two important policies that were adopted by the British to annex Indian territories. So we have completely discussed about subsidiary alliance in our previous video. So if you haven't watched that video, I recommend you to first watch that video and then you can watch this video of doctrine of lapse. So many policies were adopted by the British to annex Indian territories, but of all the policies, subsidiary alliance and doctrine of lapse were the two important policies. In the year 1825, East India Company framed a law that every ruler under Hindu law is free to nominate his successor, who may be real or adopted son. So if a king, even if he is having a real son, means a own son or adopted son, he can nominate him as his successor. So even in case of not having a son, he can adopt a son and nominate his as his successor. So this was the rule that was passed in the year 1825. But in the year 1848, Lord Dalhousie became the Governor General of India. So it was the year 1848 when Lord Dalhousie became the Governor General of India. He made many controversial reforms through doctrine of lapse. So Lord Dalhousie was a person who was responsible for introducing this doctrine of lapse. And because of this doctrine of lapse, many controversies arose, and that's the reason why many kings they fought against the British in the revolt of 1857. So this is the one of the reason for the revolt of 1857, and we are going to discuss in detail in our upcoming videos. According to the new law, if there is no inherent successor of king, then the adopted son cannot throne the chair, but instead the kingdom will be annexed into the British kingdom. So in case if a king is not having a legal heir, then the adopted son cannot throne the chair. It means if a king is not having a legal heir or a own son, then he has to annex the territory with British kingdom. So this was a new law that was passed by Lord Dalhousie through this doctrine of lapse. It means if the king doesn't have his own son, then the kingdom will be annexed into the British. So if a king is not having his own son, then his kingdom will be annexed into the British territory. Lord Dalhousie was a father of modern India. So why he is known as father of modern India? We will be discussing everything about Lord Dalhousie when we discuss about governors, governor generals, and later viceroys. So if you follow my videos, you will be able to learn everything about governors, governor generals, and viceroys. So while discussing about the governor generals, we will be discussing in detail about Lord Dalhousie. So I will explain at that time why he is known as the father of modern India. This controversial policy, doctrine of lapse, was one of the important reasons for the revolt of 1857. As I said earlier, this was one of the reasons for the revolt of 1857. This policy gave rise to political unrest among the Indian kings. So as the Britishers started to annex all the territories with different policies, political unrest was aroused among the Indian kings, and this is the reason why they fought in the revolt of 1857. So this is the image of doctrine of lapse. So Lord Dalhousie, the Governor General from 1848 to 1856, devised the doctrine. So it stated that a kingdom could be annexed if the king died without a male heir. So many kingdoms were annexed. Satara in the 1848, Sambalpur 1850, Udaipur 1852, Nagpur 1853, Jhansi 1854, and Awadh in the year 1856. States that were annexed under this doctrine of lapse. So in the year 1848, Satara in Pune was annexed. In the year 1849, Jaipur and Sambalpur were annexed. So in the year 1852 and in the year 1854, Udaipur and Jhansi were annexed into the British territories. After the defeat in the year 1857, total India came under the control of the British. So these governor generals who were ruling after the revolt of 1857, they will be removed and viceroys will take in charge of the Indian kingdoms. If we discuss the positives of Lord Dalhousie, he brought many changes and made many reforms in education, industrialization, military reforms, administrative reforms, and sports. So there are many positives that we can discuss about Lord Dalhousie because he made many changes and he made many reforms in education, industrialization, military, administration, and sports as well. He brought many changes in transportation as well. So because of his reforms, he is known as father of modern India. He globalized India by developing many ports, canals, postal and railway system. Postal and railway system were the important reforms that were brought by Lord Dalhousie. Because of him only, India was globalized and was connected to different parts of the world. That is why he was known as father of modern India. So we will be discussing everything about Lord Dalhousie and many viceroys and many governor generals in detail in our upcoming videos. So with this, we are done with our today's lecture. Hope you understood everything about the doctrine of lapse. And in our upcoming videos, we are going to discuss the various regulating acts that were passed by the British and reasons why these regulating acts were passed in different years and what were the reforms that were brought by these regulating acts. And in detail, we will discuss about governor generals, and viceroys as well. So guys, if you like my video, please give a like. Share these videos to your friends who are preparing for various competitive examinations, and as I told you earlier, please make a running notes which will be helpful for you to revise things easily in the future. So thanks for watching my video. Thank you one and all. Jai Hind.